Welcome back to the deep dive. If you've been following the AI news this week, your feed probably looks like a high-speed car crash. We've seen these enormous financial bets, lightning-fast product launches, and just massive realignments from the biggest players on the planet.
It's been dizzying.
Exactly. You've seen the headlines, but the crucial question is, what does it all mean? We're not just looking at a few product updates here. We are watching the full-blown escalation of what we're calling the Great AI Platform War.
Right.
We know you need to cut through the noise and just get the essential strategic nuggets. So that's our mission today.
That's absolutely right. We've synthesized the most significant moves from OpenAI, Google, Amazon, even a surprise player like DoorDash. We need to help you understand the overarching shift because the fight has really evolved. This is no longer simply a race to build the smartest model.
That's still happening, of course.
Oh, absolutely. That battle is ongoing.
Right.
But the intense new focus is on who can define the entire platform and embed AI into every single workflow you perform, whether you even realize it's happening or not.
Okay, let's unpack this. And there's no better place to start than with the company that really set the pace this week, OpenAI. They are operating under what some insiders are calling a code red environment, and you can see that intensity in their product releases. We saw the launch of their new, significantly upgraded image generation model.
And this wasn't just a minor tweak.
No, not at all. They've claimed some dramatic leaps in core areas.
The specifics here are really key. We're talking about much higher visual fidelity, obviously, but the real improvement, it lies in two things: prompt adherence and handling complex scenes.
Okay, what does that actually mean for a user?
Well, older models really struggled when you ask them to render, say, multiple specific objects interacting in a detailed environment, with unique lighting or style requirements. This new model seems engineered to handle those really intricate, multi-layered text prompts with far greater consistency.
Why is that level of precision so strategically important right now? I mean, isn't image generation just a fun parlor trick for most of us?
For a large portion of users, sure. But strategically, this targets the two most valuable segments they want to capture long-term: high-end creative professionals and large enterprise users.
Ah, okay. The money.
Exactly. If a marketing department needs a precise, high-res image of a product in a very specific setting, they need accuracy. If you can't trust the model to stick to the prompt, you can't build a business around it. This rapid cadence of improvements is crucial for defining the ChatGPT ecosystem as the premium tool. They are signaling that they don't plan to concede any ground in the creative sphere.
That brings us to the real long-term power play, which is about infrastructure, not just the model. They made a massive pivot this week by introducing the pieces to turn ChatGPT into a true platform.
A huge move.
A new app store, a dedicated developer directory, and a formal software development kit, an SDK.
This is where the platform war shifts from theoretical to tactical. By formalizing this marketplace, OpenAI is fundamentally moving beyond just selling a chatbot subscription.
It's not just a product anymore.
No, they're encouraging thousands of third-party developers to build apps powered by ChatGPT, to monetize them, and to find users all inside the OpenAI ecosystem. It's the Apple App Store playbook, but for AI services.
But doesn't that risk fragmentation? If everybody is building specialized little apps on top of ChatGPT, aren't they sort of undermining the idea of the one all-powerful AI assistant?
That's a fascinating, critical point. And they are betting that the future isn't one AI that does everything slightly well, but thousands of hyper-specialized AI services that do one thing brilliantly.
So they still control the foundation.
They control the foundation. By offering the platform, they control the infrastructure and the core user relationship. They're basically inviting the market to create value for them, solving niche problems they could never get to internally. It positions them as the foundational operating system for the next wave of software.
And building that operating system plus training these models, it costs an unimaginable amount of money. Which leads us directly to that enormous headline: the potential investment talks with Amazon.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Reportedly for an amount that could exceed $10 billion.
$10 billion isn't just an investment. It's a strategic alliance written in code and compute. OpenAI needs compute at an industrial, almost infinite scale.
And Amazon Web Services has that infrastructure.
They're one of the only ones who do. So these talks suggest a really significant, maybe even exclusive alignment. Amazon gets a deep stake in cutting-edge AI, and OpenAI secures the long-term resources, the silicon, the cloud, to keep up its breakneck pace.
What does a number like that do to the rest of the industry? I'm thinking specifically of Microsoft, their existing primary partner.
It throws a serious gauntlet down. For Microsoft, it's a direct challenge to their perception of exclusivity, even if their partnership remains strong. For Google, it confirms they are now facing two heavily capitalized giants backed by the world's top cloud providers.
So it's not just about who has the smartest AI.
No, it underscores that this race isn't just about technical brilliance, it's about financial stamina and controlling the raw materials, the chips, and the cloud services. If this deal is finalized, it would be a historical AI investment.
Here's where we see the competitive contrast emerge. While OpenAI is aggressively building this platform and securing the cloud city to house it, Google is taking a different tack. They're focused relentlessly on speed and utility.
A completely different strategy.
They just released Gemini 3 Flash, and they immediately made it the default model inside their Gemini app. The priority here seems less about winning technical benchmarks and more about optimizing the lived experience for you, the everyday user.
You've hit on their core differentiator.
Yeah.
Flash is optimized specifically for speed and low latency.
Right.
Think about it. How often do you do a quick search or need a rapid summary?
Right.
When you're using an AI assistant dozens of times a day, speed is the ultimate utility. If a response takes 3 seconds instead of 1, the user experience just falls apart.
It creates friction.
So much friction. Google is trying to balance strong reasoning with extreme efficiency. Their goal is to make Gemini the assistant that's so fast and responsive, it just becomes your default tool for all those little microtasks.
That strategy is really visible in where they're trying to embed the AI. We saw news this week that Google is testing an AI productivity assistant that operates entirely through email.
No separate app, no new interface.
Exactly.
This is a brilliant, practical move. It's about embedding AI into existing habits, meeting you right where you already spend hours every day. The inbox is maybe the highest friction tool we all use.
It really is.
By letting you interact with an AI directly via prompts in your inbox, you can handle huge tasks like summarizing long email threads, drafting responses, managing to-dos, all without ever leaving the application.
It effectively makes the assistant ambient. It's not a tool you decide to open, it's just there helping you.
Exactly. It makes the assistant impossible to quit because it lives in the most critical tool you use 100 times a day. It's a clear move to gain stickiness. They're optimizing for convenience. If you have to switch tabs or open a new app, the utility drops, no matter how smart the model is.
And this commitment to ubiquity, it extends to two other major updates we saw from Google this week. First, Google Translate added real-time spoken translations delivered directly through headphones. I mean, we're finally getting the real-life Babelfish.
It's credible technology.
Second, YouTube is rolling out new AI tools so creators can build lightweight, interactive games right on the platform.
What's fascinating here is the strategic connection between these two things. They seem so different, but they're not.
How so?
Both initiatives push AI integration closer to seamless, ambient, and interactive experiences. The Translate update is huge for travel and live interactions. It removes the screen as a barrier. And the YouTube tool is just as important for the creator economy. It lets creators turn passive video watching into active engagement by embedding simple games, and they don't need to know how to code.
So they're using AI as the glue.
As the glue, exactly. Blending traditional media like video with new forms of interactive creativity. It ensures that as you, the consumer, turn toward AI experiences, Google still owns the platforms where that happens.
Okay, so we've talked about the two. Data point this week shows that this AI platform war isn't just in Mountain View in San Francisco. It's hitting the local scene, too. We have to talk about DoorDash's launch of Zesty.
Zesty is the perfect case study. It shows the speed and breadth of AI permeating across the whole economy. DoorDash, a company known for delivery logistics, has just jumped into consumer discovery.
They're launching an AI-powered social app for finding restaurants.
Right. So it's not just optimizing the shortest route for the driver anymore.
No, they're getting involved way earlier in the decision-making process.
Precisely. Zesty uses AI to surface these highly personalized recommendations. It factors in your past orders, sure, but also trending spots, what your friends are doing, and even contextual stuff like the time of day or the weather. DoorDash is pushing beyond being a delivery platform to owning more of the restaurant discovery journey itself. They're trying to insert themselves at that crucial point of what you decide to eat, not just how you get it.
So if we circle back to OpenAI's strategy, is Zesty basically proof that the App Store model is the right one, that these highly specialized AI apps can carve out a niche?
I think so, absolutely. Zesty shows that the value created by foundational models doesn't just flow back to the model creators. It flows to the niche application developers who can solve specific high-value consumer friction points.
It's a competitive moat for them.
A huge one. DoorDash is making their platform more sticky by offering personalized, social-driven discovery that their logistics rivals just can't easily replicate. It shows the platform wars being fought in these massive ecosystems and also in hyper-specific targeted apps.
To wrap up the major moves, let's pivot back to Amazon. Specifically their org chart, which gives us a crucial indicator of their AGI ambition. They just announced a big leadership shuffle, appointing Peter DeSantis and Rohit Prasad to lead AGI.
This is more than just a personnel change. It's a strategic alignment signaling a massive acceleration of their AGI roadmap.
Break that down for us.
Okay, so DeSantis is a legendary AWS executive. He brings that deep infrastructure and cloud expertise, the hardware, the scaling muscle. Prasad, on the other hand, was central to leading Alexa's AI, so he understands applied intelligence in consumer products.
This feels like Amazon stacking the deck, like they're trying to control the entire vertical supply chain of AI development.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, that is precisely the signal. By putting a leader focused on foundational infrastructure and a leader focused on applied intelligence at the helm, Amazon is showing an intense ambition to accelerate research.
And more importantly,
And crucially, to align their own AI models, their custom training chips, and the entire AWS cloud platform under one unified vision. They are aiming for true self-sufficiency to compete head-on with that OpenAI-Microsoft partnership.
so in review, we've covered OpenAI's Code Red push to define the platform, Google's relentless focus on speed and ambient integration, the specialized AI attack on consumer discovery by DoorDash, and the restructuring at Amazon to achieve vertical AGI integration.
The core strategic takeaway for you this week is that AI has completed its shift. It's gone from being a specialized tool to becoming the foundational plumbing for, well, everything.
The competition is just ferocious.
And it highlights this growing need for specialized, fast, and highly integrated solutions. Every major company is scrambling to control an essential piece of the AI future. Amazon controls infrastructure, OpenAI is fighting for platform dominance, and Google is battling on the front lines of speed and access. This raises an important question. If the biggest strategic move this week was OpenAI turning ChatGPT into a robust third-party application platform, what does the future of AI actually look like?
Is it a bunch of specialized apps?
Exactly. Will it be a multitude of highly specialized apps like Zesty or those little YouTube games that solve niche problems brilliantly? Or will the market ultimately consolidate around one singular all-knowing assistant, like a super-fast Gemini that runs everything invisibly in the background?
What does that fundamental choice mean for how you will interact with and rely on technology, say, this time next year?